Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuhu. Welcome to A Blessed Union, a premarital journey with Dee. I am Maryam Muhammad Kudu, your anchor. Joining me today in the discussion is Coach Abdul Malik Abdullahi. You're welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
After the wedding, real life begins. What happened next, Coach Abdul Malik? Real life begins after the wedding. In fact, the next day after the wedding, real life begins.
Yes.
What can you say?
MashaAllah. Well, you know, when an individual is getting married, he is very happy to be getting married. And especially on the wedding day, he feels happier. But while thinking about all of this, something is not coming to mind. How to continue to live a life after the wedding. That is, immediately people depart. The next day, be it that very day, be it the next day. But let's say from the next day. That is where the real issues. Because daily responsibility is something to think about. Maintenance, financial management is another thing. In-law dynamics is another thing. All of this come together. And they become a challenge that couples need to live with and they have to battle with, and on how to resolve all of this. So on daily life experience, how do we live together? An individual who has been living his life alone, now he has someone around him, he has a mirror with life. A mirror with life, or a living mirror, whereby the mirror can talk. When you look beautiful, the mirror speaks. But when you look ugly, the mirror speaks. When something is not properly done, the mirror speaks. When the mirror itself is not happy, the mirror speaks. You understand? Because couples are more like mirror to each other. So this is where challenges lies. This is the first challenge facing couples. Then someone, that is a person now, who is not used to handling family responsibilities. Now you are beginning to handle it. You have to learn. So this is another thing. Personally, when I got married, I would say, so, you know, I now have a lady around. Even the way you used to place your shoes before. Maybe they will tell you, no, don't place it there. Maybe I will get home, just remove my cap, drop. Now they say, don't leave it there. When you return, as you remove your cap, this is where to place it.
You find new experiences.
Yes. So yes, you see, this is another thing. So we have to cope with this, and we have to, so there is need for being gradual about it. In-laws again, because one is not just marrying the lady or marrying the man, but something of relationship between the family of the lady and the family of the man, that is of the husband now. When not properly related with, may also have an influence on the success or failure of the marriage. I knew of a woman that mentioned that as part of her reasons for divorce is the fact that her husband has no time to check on her families, to check on her family members, even to say, how are you feeling today? Just to put a call to them. He is finding he has no time for that. So she feels she cannot live a life with someone that has no value to her family. You see the interpretation. He may claim to be busy, but this is the interpretation. So that's why we can say after marriage, the real life begins, because what was done on the day of the wedding is just ceremony and it's just a day. Unfortunately, people prepare more for that ceremony than they prepare for the wedding. They prepare,
for the past like a year or two,
preparing
preparations, like materialistic kind of preparations for the wedding.
Today I was thinking, I was just sitting and thinking about marriage. So I thought about a marriage having an issue. But the extent to which mothers or parents go on saving for wedding and getting the daughter married or getting the man married by applying pressures to them. When are you bringing a daughter to this house? When are you bringing a man to this house? That pressure. Then we ask a simple question. Is that how they apply pressure on teaching them soft skills? Soft skills. Just how to respond, how to talk, how to do this, how to do that, the do's and the don'ts, all of this. But little thing is done in that regard.
No, thank you. Talking about having to adjust to your spouse,
yes,
and the family, like you brought some instances. What do you think is more challenging? What do you think is more challenging? Like, is it adjusting to your spouse or adjusting to his family?
Well, it's a thing. Yes, it's a thing of personality and individual difference. Whether adjusting to the spouse or adjusting to the family. First, we have to know that there is need we draw a line. We have a borderline. We have a boundary to say this is between me and my wife, and this is between me and my in-laws. This is between me and my wife, and this is between my wife and her in-laws. That is my parents now. So that you do not allow your in-laws, your brothers, her in-laws, father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, brother-in-laws, that is all in-laws, to be the problem to the marriage, to bring problem to the marriage. You have to have a boundary. So once that boundary is set properly, other issues become less. It will now be left between the couples to make adjustment. And this adjustment, I believe there will definitely be a session where we're going to talk about handling difference. So
as you mentioned, I think the thing with adjustment is gradual.
Yes.
Don't rush it.
Yes.
It will come, like there's a need for you to adjust because it's something you're not used to, and suddenly things will keep on happening and all of that. But once you embrace it, you adjust gradually. And where they are, like, maybe you're not in agreement with things, it's just to sit and have like
conversations. Yes. So to the couples now, because of that closeness, they will see a lot of things, a lot of difference. But how do we go about that? We discuss. What do you like? What do you not like? You understand? And then as we discuss this, as couples discuss this, that adjustment becomes easy. In some of the sessions I have had, whether in some universities, some tertiary institutions, and on one-on-one basis, even in the Republic of Ghana, in Accra, I asked while in the session that I used this pepper that you are a man is married to a woman, and he likes, let us use salt for instance. He wants more salt. The wife doesn't like salt, but I usually use pepper. But in this case, I want to mention salt. So how do we go about that? How do we make adjustment? One woman said, in case of pepper, she is training her husband sometimes. That sometimes she adds pepper to teach him to adjust to the way she is eating. Yes, to what she likes. Exactly. So if you look at this, the husband is making some kind of adjustment. The wife is also making some kind of adjustment. Gradually, things will become normal. But once we use the word adjustment, it's also telling us about the need for compromise. Not to say this is really what I want and it has to be. I am used to this and I will never change. Exactly. Before marrying you, I don't come back home until 10 p.m. Now you have a wife at home. Now you are married. Yes, you usually go out during weekends to your friends and you come back maybe in the evening. Now you are married, you have a husband to relate with. So you have to adjust to the new life because of the involvement of the other person. So you need to compromise. And that compromise is not about you changing who you are. It's about creating a safe space for your partner to also come in, and then you together proceed with life.
I think talking about compromise.
Yes.
When I got married newly.
Yes.
We used to have spicy food at home. Like it was a normal thing in my house. So we would add spice, curry, this, that, and we eat and we enjoy it. So for me, while preparing it for marriage, but a lot of them, I was feeling we add more, like,
add more spice
to the food and all of that. So I will make some food. Certain times my husband he will eat, like, and sometimes he will just find a way of just not to hurt you. He will skip meals or things. So I was like really, we had to sit down like at some point. He was like, I don't actually like spicy food. So yes, it took a while because he didn't want to hurt me, but he was not like eating well at that point. He was not eating well, but he didn't want to hurt me to tell me he didn't like spicy food. I think we were like 2 months into already now, so that's when he had to confess like he doesn't like spicy food. And I think the other thing I had to just really adjust to was the thing of, you just wake up in the morning and your husband is asking you, where is his key? Where is his pen? Or where is this? Where is this that? And at some point I got frustrated. I was like, this man is an adult. Like, why would you ask me of your key? Like, I didn't drive this car with you, or I didn't come into the house with you, like holding this key and all of that. So at some point I think I had to discuss with my mom. Like, I was getting frustrated. I was like, Mom, does it really happen this way that maybe your husband will just keep asking you for any little thing, money, this, that? Is it that? So she was like, it's very normal for your husband to wake up and ask you where is his key, because you are the custodian of the house. Like, you take care of the house. You are the one that knows where everything is. Even though he knows where he dropped, he will still want to even ask you like, where is it? Something like that.
Just to also know
whether
you, yes.
Exactly. So you just need to adjust to hearing. And I think after I spoke to my mom, I got like comfortable with him asking me, even if it's at the middle of the night, asking me where is certain thing. I just find okay.
Say okay, here is it. So you see, that is what adjustment is about. That compromise is required. And in fact, within this discussion, we are not going to mention the things to adjust about because of the individual difference that is involved. What is this person doing that would require that you make adjustment? Some people do not like long conversation. While some people likes that.
Yes.
So how do we so how do you make it? Some people love summary. Some, I would say, let me use the word comprehensive to give long story, much talk. So adjusting to that gradually and making compromise, things will go well with the couples. But I really don't want to overflog this, so that when we come discussing about handling difference, we shall go more detail, inshallah.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Yes.
What role does patience and forgiveness play in sustaining marriage? Like, what role?
On patience and forgiveness, even adjustment alone requires patience.
Exactly.
Yes, it requires patience because in your case, you sought solution by asking, is it normal? Why is this thing happening? You see, you mentioned that you were getting frustrated. And what did you do? You adjusted, right? That's patience. So patience in everything is highly important for success. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Wa'alam anna an-nasra ma'a sabri." He said, beware that success comes with patience. That success comes with patience. So be it schooling, you require patience to be able to continue. Marriage requires patience. Even leadership requires patience. And that's why the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam described marital relationship as also a kind of leadership, and that God would ask the wife regarding her husband and the husband regarding the wife, because each is more like looking after the other. So patience is highly important in that. Again, on the forgiveness, that is pardoning, because we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We will continue to make mistakes. One day, a man addressed his wife as Madam. And unknown to him, so he didn't take it to be something big. But then the wife was seriously angry that her husband has called her Madam. And what pained her most is that he did that in the presence of others. You understand? So, just imagine this kind of situation. So you need to pardon this man. Just explain to him how you felt about it, and then he will make an adjustment. So, as we continue to pardon ourselves, we need to pardon ourselves and to pardon our partners. When I say we should pardon ourselves by letting go of our wrongdoings, to let go of our wrongdoings, not to allow that to hurt us, to harm us in our relationship, and then to pardon our partners by forgiving them of their shortcomings. Maybe someone is attempting to do something but they didn't do it right, they didn't get it right. You pardon that person and you explain to the person how to go about it. I handle sessions on civility. So one of the examples, after taking the class through, I usually do ask the ladies in the class and the men. I would tell the ladies that assuming you were out and your husband expects you to be back home by so time, by a given time, but you couldn't make it, so apologize. I do tell them to apologize, and then I will act as I do refer to myself as the assumed husband. Yeah. Let her apologize to me, and the man too to apologize. Yeah. Just to guide that apology process. So that pardoning, which is very important, is by letting go. Oh, I pardoned you, I forgive you. But you also explain. You understand? He will find it easy to forgive you, to pardon you, or she will find it easy to pardon you when you also take responsibility. So when I give that example, some of them will say, I am sorry, my husband, for coming back late. It wasn't my fault. It was because I couldn't get a bike. I couldn't get a transport medium to bring me home. So my reaction so it is not your fault. It is not your fault. I should go and blame the motorcyclist for not coming back home. You understand? Yes. And when I react like this, I'll say, now apologize to me again. So I teach them on how to go about that. So you have to take responsibility. For an effective apology, some things are required. You will take responsibility. Yes, that I am sorry, my darling. I'm sorry, my sweetie. I am sorry. Why are you apologizing? You know, Nigerians will say, when you say I'm sorry for yourself, right? So why are you apologizing? You will mention that. So I am sorry, my darling, for coming back home lately. It's my fault. I take responsibility for making you feel bad. I'm sorry. So when you now say I am sorry again, what are you feeling? Remorse. So responsibility. Again, 1, remorse, 2, right? Then, another thing is to ensure what is called compensation. In other word, there is another word for compensation there. That is to do something that will stand as a payment, or just as to do something just to cover up for what you've done wrong. Yes, to make up. So I'm sorry, my darling. I take responsibility for making you feel bad. I'm sorry. Maybe you give the person a hug. You give your husband a hug, or the husband gives the wife a hug.
His spouses know what works for them.
Yes, they know what works for them. Yes. When that thing is done, that's an action indicating that you are trying to make up for what you've done wrong. And then to also show a sign or to make a promise not to repeat that again. Because you don't say, because we are saying pardoning, forgiveness, you will continue to do the same thing. Yeah. And when they talk, say, have I not been saying I'm sorry? I say sorry. Yes. You are still talking. Okay, what do you want? Do what you want to do. Not like that.
Someone once said,
yes,
if you are not ready to forgive,
yes,
if you are not one who is to forgive, marriage is not for you.
Really? And this is so sharp.
Marriage is not for you if you're not ready to forgive. Because in a day, if you just sit at home with your spouse, or even anywhere with your spouse, maybe not. At least you will have one I'm sorry to say, maybe once or twice in a day, or more than in a day. So if you're not the type who wants to forgive, so how can you cope with that?
That's what we're saying. Forgiveness. But we need to learn on how we need to master how to give effective apology. for proper forgiveness.
Thank you very much, Coach Abdulmalik, for the responses. We would have loved to just carry on with this conversation because we have like a lot of digging to do, but maybe in a subsequent episode we may look into those. So what are your last words for our viewers?
The success of marriage lies in love sharing, forgiveness, and patience. Patience as well. So let us be patient, let us forgive, let us share love. Thank you.
Jazakallahu khairan, Coach. And to our viewers out there, don't miss our next episode on embracing the differences. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.